to be on the inside. The word impress in King James, it says written. The impression, it needs to be on the inside. In your mind, psychologically, and in your soul, which is where you make your decisions and things, the way you feel about things. He said that's where it needs to be. And if you think about this, an impression is like an engraving. It's not like writing something with a pencil that can be erased. When something is engraved, it becomes a part of whatever that object is. You cannot separate the engravement from the object without damaging the object. And this is what he said. He said it needs to become a part of who they are. Now he's speaking to the adults also, but mainly to all the ones that he's telling them. He's saying, fathers, you have to ensure that the law, God's word, becomes an intricate part, an intrinsic part of who they are, to the extent that to separate the two causes damage to the objects. The next one, the text describes stewardship as continuous teaching. When thou sittest, walkest, liest down, risest up, every hour of every day. Look how serious this is. He says, not only do you put it in, but you have to, it should be rehearsed every hour, all day. Pedagogy is the science of teaching. Pedagogy, the art, the science of teaching. And one of the main components in teaching is repetition. Do it again. Do it again. When I was coming up, we used to have spelling words. We would have, if I remember, 10 spelling words or 20 spelling words each week. And what we had to do on a daily basis were write the words. If the word was cat, C-A-T, you wrote it 10 times. You wrote it and you said it. The repetition. Then as we got older, they would add definitions to the word. Same thing. You would write them and you would say it. Repetition. Repetition is how learning is modified. Repetition. Do it again. Do it again. And notice what he's saying here. He said that it should be a daily part of their lives. If you remember, later on in Joshua, he would tell them that they should meditate. And the word meditate there means to mutter. The word, he says, you should meditate daily. Eat the word daily. Why is this so important? Because there is opposition. There is a part of you that is in opposition. Life itself is in opposition to God, to holiness. By nature is opposition. So he tells us specifically over and over and over and over again. Over and over. Why? Because it's not enough that it's impressed, that the imprinting, the engraving is on the child, but in order for the application, there has to be repetition. Repetition, and to the point that he's always conscious and cognizant of it, in conjunction with all the other noise that they have to deal with. Especially when it comes to children. Children, listen to this, are extremely impressionable. Impressionable. Now notice, he tells them to impress it upon their hearts, to engrave it.